A very good evening once again. Thank you for joining us for the UBC News Tonight, the 10 o'clock edition. My name is Wadulo Arnold Mark, Dorothy Namuyomba on sign language. We're going to be having you for the next 1 hour, so do sit tight. Let's give you the headlines right about now. And in our headlines tonight, NRM to consider going to court over the Kawempe North by-election results. Furthermore, youth advised on joining security forces, and UPDF monitoring and evaluation team inspects hospital works for oxygen tanks, and schools continue to celebrate their 2024 UACE results. Once again, thank you for joining us. Let's now give you the news in detail. The State Minister for Kampala Metropolitan Affairs, Chofa Kabuye, has advised students to refrain from engaging in sexual activities at a young age, warning that it can negatively impact their academic performance and may lead to school dropouts. He made these remarks during a swearing-in ceremony of student leaders from across the country held at King's College, Buddo.
A significant number of students, particularly girls, have previously dropped out of school due to various reasons, including early marriage and lack of school fees. Minister Kabuye now wants student leaders to be role models for their peers by discouraging early sexual activities.
As young people and as a parent, it's my duty to remind you about the HIV/AIDS is still prevalent amongst our communities. So be careful. Why I always tell you to be careful? To avoid cutting short of your life.
He cautioned students against cheating in examinations, emphasizing that it leads to the production of an unskilled labor force and corrupt leaders.
Therefore, I also asking you, if you want to make a change, which our head teacher was talking about here, go back and lay your bed. Go back to your dormitories, check where you sleep. Because that's where the beginning of madness are.
Kabuye also warned students against engaging in homosexual activities, citing reports of such incidents in some schools. The student leaders, along with the headmaster of King's College Buddo, encouraged students to embrace leaders and contribute positively to the country's future.
Just to be resilient, determined, seek advice, and then relate with the other line organs.
Is that let's uphold onto the matter of mentorship. Let's always remember our vision as leaders and our major obligation as students.
In a related development, youth from various schools have launched a shirt-making project led by David Bahati, the son of Minister David Bahati.
With our brand, it sets us apart because it promotes self-belief and also motivation within our clothing for the youth. Which is a high case with the youth, because most of the youth don't have self-motivation around themselves. They don't have self-belief.
Intellectual as our brand is a very innovative idea. You know, it inspires a lot of people. I think David as a person with his designs and his mind and everything has inspired a lot of people.
The project aims to provide students with opportunities to engage in creative activities, acquire practical skills, and generate income by selling their products online.
Do whatever you can if you put your mind to it. You have to have that self-motivation into yourself and just keep on going, whatever it is, whether it's music, sport.
In association with Alton Basketball Academy, whereby we donated some of our tees to show people how committed we are towards helping the community also.
I'm Nafka Farid and Joseph Moyingo.
And furthermore, the Prime Minister of Uganda, Robina Nabbanja, has today commissioned Moyo School of Nursing and Midwifery in Moyo district in West Nile. The school, the first of its kind in the district, was constructed by the State Minister for Primary Education, Dr. Moriku Kaduchu. The Prime Minister of Nabbanja commissioned the training institute at its second graduation ceremony, where 421 students graduated with certificates and diplomas in nursing, and midwifery.
Tears of joy by the State Minister of Primary Education, Moyo, as she welcomes the Prime Minister, Robina Nabanja, to commission the Moyo School of Nursing and Midwifery in Moyo District in West Nile region. The school, the first of its kind in the district, was constructed by the State Minister for Primary Education, Dr. Moyo.
And midwifery main campus was commissioned by none other than the only one, Prime Minister of Uganda. It was constructed by my sister.
The Prime Minister also presided over the second graduation ceremony of the school, where 421 students graduated with certificates and diplomas in nursing and midwifery.
Today is indeed a great day, a day that has gone in our history, a day that we'll never forget in our district and in the entire Madi sub-region and West Nile at large.
The Premier urged the graduates to always chase their dreams and never stop learning.
Today I am commissioning you to go and be the 21st century health professionals that Uganda, East Africa, and the world at large needs. I want you to serve your nation with integrity and excellence. This day is a turning point for your future. The world has become a very competitive global village. Job market is very competitive and it requires your skills and competencies. Above all, your positive attitude towards work ethics and patient care.
Moyo District LC5 Chairperson William Anyama commended the Prime Minister for her visionary leadership for ensuring that the common person gets the services from government.
Right Honorable Prime Minister, I want to thank His Excellency President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni for appointing the best Prime Minister of our generation. We have seen your work, we are proud of you, you are focused, result-oriented, mobilizer, the Majegere. Congratulations, and we are very grateful.
In fact, I'm proud of you, my sister, and your husband. Today, I also declare that I'm going to do the same in Kakumiro.
Later, the Premier, who is also Kakumiro Woman Member of Parliament, commissioned Moyo Central Market, constructed by government at a cost of 2.8 billion Uganda shillings, with 188 stalls. The market is used by over 10,000 people. The Premier also presided over the Women's Day celebrations of Moyo.
Moyo is older than its mother, Uganda. Moyo became a district before Uganda became independent. Moyo district was a town council even at Uganda's independence. It is the only town council in Uganda that has remained a town council.
Moyo district leaders reminded the government to resolve the land wrangles between the Acholi and the Madi at Apa. Prime Minister emphasized government commitment to construct a road from Koboko, Yumbe to Moyo, connecting to Adjumani. She revealed that the government will soon start the construction of a multi-billion bridge connecting Moyo to Adjumani.
Nearly 9 years after the devastating earthquake struck Chotera district in 2016, residents of Minziro parish continue to live in deplorable conditions. They are now urging President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni to fulfill the promises made to them following his visit to the affected villages. More details in this report.
On September 10, 2016, a powerful earthquake struck Chotera district, with Minziro parish being the hardest hit area. Villages like Kampanji, Mabale, Chigazi and Chisakala were severely affected, with over 1,000 homes, schools, hospitals and plantations destroyed.
Standing now here, these are one of the houses that were destroyed by the earthquake, that is in 2016. And since then, we are promised to have such people have their houses reconstructed, but up to now, almost we are now in 10 years, nothing I've seen. So many houses were destroyed, like 1,700 homesteads were destroyed. People were sleeping outside.
Local leaders report that many residents still live in fear, with poor buildings at risk of collapse, schools, churches in poor condition.
Gano gemaka abantu bange gebasulamu gafanana bwegati maka gano galimu abaana abaami wamu n'abaana abato. Nina obweraliikirivu bungi okuba nti abatuuze bange basula mu nyumba efaanana bweti, nga nina okutya nti obudde bwonna ennyumba eno eyinza okutuusaako abatuuze bange obulabe.
Amarwaliro gakoseka, amasomero gakoseka, amasinzizo gakoseka, amayumba g'abantu kugamba era tugenda kutwalako oyongera okulaba n'amayumba amalala agakyaliko mu mbeera galinga ng'eno.
We haven't received anything. They promised to help these people get back to their normal lives, because so many things are destroyed. Apart from the houses and schools and hospitals, even their gardens. So it was very terrible here when it comes to the earthquake that passed in 2016. So many things were promised by the president when he came to Minziro. So many things were confirmed from the president's promise by the Prime Minister then, Rugunda, but nothing so far has reached this area.
At Minziro Health Center too, conditions are dire. A woman who recently gave birth explained the hardships they face due to the lack of adequate medical facilities.
Abakyala abaana baffe bazaala naye bazaalira wonna wonna wafu waggulu sindibolo zonna zonna zakunkumu ku lwa musisi. Tulina ekizibu ky'amaanyi tubadde tusaba ssebo okuyambibwako ayinooneka wonna wayatika kuyambibwako olw'ebizibu bingi nnyo, ebintu byonna byasaanawo ate nga naffe situlina na ssente zongerako ga nti tuddaabirize ebizimbe.
Residents recall that during President Museveni's visit in 2016, he promised each affected household 20 bags of cement, 20 iron sheets, 10 iron bars and 500,000 Ugandan shillings to help them rebuild. However, 9 years later, they say they have received nothing.
Because it has took long without fulfilling these promises, people had to do this and that so that they can get where to sleep. Some had to sell their part of their land so that they can at least construct where to sleep. They couldn't stay in tents for all these years. Some had to sell their land. Some had to even lose their gardens.
Meanwhile, Kaka Ismail Lubega Uthman, an NRM candidate for the Kakuto MP seat, has constructed a toilet for a local school as part of his community support efforts. He has also vowed to bring the residents' plea to the president's attention.
Today, to implement the pledge, I pledge to the community to build a toilet for the only secondary school in the area. I told them that I'll deliver the message to to the chairman, the national chairman of NRM, and all the members of NRM approach the Prime Minister, Right Honorable Mama Robina Nabanja, to request her at least to try visit this area and see the challenges facing this community. Actually, according to these people, they have assured me that if God wishes and I get the flag to represent NRM as their flag bearer in the election 2026-2031, they will stand behind me and they will vote for me so that I can try to solve some of the problems.
As Miziro residents continue to wait, they are urging the government to act swiftly before the situation worsens. Their plea remains the same. Joseph Chigozi, Jamil Sekaja, UBC News.
The State Minister for Lands, Dr. Sam Mayanja, has condemned corrupt individuals involved in the fraudulent acquisition of government land, blocking key national development. Dr. Mayanja made these remarks at Gunda Forest land in Katabi Town Council, Wakiso District, where he enforced President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni's directive to allocate land for the establishment of the National Technological Demonstration Center. More details in this report.
The State Minister for Lands, Dr. Sam Mayanja, has intervened to resolve the Gunda Forest land for the establishment of the National Technological Demonstration Center dispute, ensuring the project moves forward.
Physically, to assure the people of Katabi here, to assure Ugandans, the President of Febia Yogera, Tebikoma Mukamwa, Engineer Shibono Abadari Engineer Bonabonaba scientists are trained. Ngaba kubi with the schools and abatuza mu office. Tubene bakora nekati enkyango nabajja kubawana. Era we tugendera ng'ekifo kiri mikono gye singa mwagala nsituletta kandi mukwase nali situdedda era wali ali wano.
Accompanied by Fiona Barungi, Senior Presidential Assistant on Special Duties, Dr. Mayanja visited the site and immediately instructed Engineer Shiba Chobutunji from State House to begin construction.
Centers now like this one, which is on the top right for space science and technology, where our scientists, like the ones you saw, the are going to be located to advance more and improve our superiority as a country in terms of independence and space. Then we have agriculture center with dealing with agriculture and bioenergy, clean energy, and all those technologies related to that. We have a center also dedicated for data science, microchips, computers, electronics, phones, laptops, anything electronic.
Singa bano betusinga okulwanyisa abakozi mu government abalala berimika mu State House nagamba ati nze nkola mu State House nereko mumpe ekyapa abalala bali waggulu abalala bona abaze ninja okutegeeza tewali mu waggulu asinga president. Article 9 ya constitution ganti executive authority yona eri mikono gye.
The minister toured the land alongside Entebbe Resident District Commissioner Hakim Chirigwa. The LC5 chairperson of the area, Tebesigwa Isma, expressed concerns about the government officials hindering development through illegal land dealings.
Tonze njagala ku saba ingine sheba nga omukwasa kintu butongole. Ncholwalo vano ngine sheba tandisokola emirimu gye.
Nogenda tulaba enkya ne grade one.
Bulana bwe tegasa muntu omu wa opposition oba wa movement oba waki wabula batuze ffenna. Era ffe tuli bakakafu nti yonna enkulaakulana ejja wano ffe tulidde okugiwagira era naffe nga ekyetaaga okuyambako tujja kuyambako bulamu tugenda maaso.
Engineer Shiba Chobutunji and her team briefed the minister, stating that the scientists working on the project were initially unclear about the land allocation. Despite the confusion, they remain committed to building an innovation city, a school, a hospital, and other vital facilities.
Special purposes, no one are assigned to me for those special duties wherever they occur. Neno unity eno agenda kukola kwa as a special person. Mugambye nga bwakikoleka eri mumulabe ekiboga neyo ekyankwanzi nga tuteweemaze n'abantu be ne tiimu ye.
Presidential ADs Fiona Barungi and Dr. Hilary Chisanja have vowed to crack down on civil servants sabotaging national development projects.
Kuyambamu abantu abamu nadala minister nga bwe yagambye nti ekizibu kye tuyina bamunju be baleeta obuzibu ate nga kituufu ddala bamunju naye abo muzeeyi yabasuubiza yabagamba ajja bavuganga nga kawuba is a wheelbarrow, right? Tetulina kyakukola abatayagala kukola bituufu abavuga because yagambye agendewa.
Joseph Chigozi, Jamil Sekaja, UBC News.
The Ministry of Energy and Mineral Development, with support from the United Kingdom, is implementing a behavioral change campaign on electric cooking through the National Renewable Energy Platform. This initiative aims to accelerate the adoption of electric cooking and reduce reliance on traditional cooking methods across Uganda. Now, in her address, the resident city commissioner Mbarara, Helen Catherine Kamwine, pledged to advocate for clean cooking technologies and urban greening. More details in this report.
We are going to enroll a program of tree planting in Barara City. We want you to help us to adopt tree planting, but also let's train and adopt clean cooking technologies.
During the stakeholder engagement session in Barra City, representatives from local government, religious and educational institutions, security agencies, and the private sector deliberated on key issues related to clean cooking. Discussions focused on electricity affordability and the challenges of firewood and charcoal-based cooking. Participants partook in live cooking demonstrations showcasing the efficiency of electric pressure cookers. Barra City Mayor Robert Mugabe Kachebezi lauded the initiative, emphasizing its potential to improve livelihoods.
I saw how it is working, and it is even very okay. Even if you reached home when you are from a certain function or office late, it doesn't require you to go to the whatever. You can put the utensil in the socket, then you prepare food. You prepare something and you eat and go.
David Sancho Niwegaba, Barra City Natural Resources Officer, highlighted the strong leadership commitment and community involvement in clean cooking initiatives. He further emphasized the city's ambition to become a model for clean energy adoption and environmental protection.
So with this technology, it is going to help us reduce on those effects of climate change, but at the same time, the effect on the health of the communities.
According to Dr. Mukisa Nicholas, the project manager, the behavior change campaign on e-cooking aims to achieve a 3% annual growth in electric cooking adoption.
When we introduce these technologies, we want to identify local agents who remain as local suppliers of these technologies. So the companies we come with from Kampala or from wherever we travel with, we want them to find local agents in these cities so that our people can continuously access these technologies in their proximity.
Beyond stakeholder engagements, the Uganda National Alliance on Clean Cooking, with support from GIZ Uganda, organized a public engagement event to boost the clean cooking market. The event featured demonstration on various energy-saving cooking technologies suitable for households, schools, and businesses. A 5-day exhibition allowed the public to explore new clean cooking solutions while also promoting business growth in the clean cooking sector.
It has been eye-opening because while at home we are using charcoal and firewood, thinking that these are cheap sources of cooking. Actually, we found out that they are not cheap at all.
The project manager, Babide Sarah, says strengthening the entrepreneurial ecosystem for the clean cooking sector program aims to reach 12,000 households with high-tier clean cooking technologies.
We are trying to bring varieties so that people can really identify the technology that is suitable, because we are also advocating for taking off the technologies, because we understand that there are some parts of the area which do not have electricity.
Meanwhile, the government has outlined plans to subsidize electricity to encourage more Ugandans to transition to electric cooking. Kenneth Chitandwe Sonko, reporting for UBC News.
Thank you very much, Sonko. In other news, Uganda People's Defense Forces, UPDF, has launched the Wazalendo SACCO branch in Arua City. Wazalendo SACCO is a Ministry of Defense and Veteran Affairs and Uganda People's Defense Forces cooperative society that enables its members to come together and pool funds in form of savings so that they can access loans to encourage, or rather engage in productive activities for improved welfare. More details in this report.
Started in 2005 with only 30 members, Wazalendo SACCO has now grown with over 100,000 members in the Uganda People's Defense Forces. The SACCO is managing a share capital of over 200 billion shillings.
Our last record is 108,000 members, 409. We are managing a share capital of 295.6 billion, probably bigger than most SACCOs here in Uganda combined. We are managing deposits of 547.9 billion. We are managing a loan portfolio of 967.9 billion. We are managing an asset base of 1.176 trillion. We made a trillion mark last year in October as a SACCO.
Wazalendo Savings and Credit Cooperative Society has a network of 19 branches across Uganda, including those located inside and outside barracks. The Arua branch now has its own complex storage building that will also accommodate other businesses to be operated by ordinary citizens as well.
We have never tried to do this investment using members' money. We budget for this outside the members' money. Many SACCOs, after accumulating 200 million, 300 million, you begin thinking of buying land using members' shares, using members' deposits, and you begin struggling. In Wazalendo SACCO, we go to the AGM, we made a surplus of over 80 billion last year, what we would call a profit.
The growth of Wazalendo SACCO has been attributed to good leadership being exhibited within.
Chief Guest, I want through you to thank the CDF for the efforts he is making to make UPDF a very robust army, a robust institution in terms of discipline and everything. And also the support that the UPDF has given Wazalendo SACCO.
While presiding over as the chief guest during the launch, the 4th Division Infantry Division Commander, Major General Felix Busizori, disclosed that Wazalendo SACCO is proving possibilities of achieving socio-economic transformation that President Yoweri Museveni has always been emphasizing.
So ladies and gentlemen, today marks a significant milestone. So the president has been talking about socio-economic transformation. And what he has been talking about is basically on the part of the civilian community. But for us in UPDF, our socio-economic transformation is Wazalendo. Because some of us may not have time to be beneficiaries of Bonawa Gagaware, PDM, Myoga, but our PDM are here within Wazalendo. So Wazalendo has played a very big part in transforming the members of the UPDF economically. I think we are not the way we used to be.
Joseph Foreman, UBC News, in Arua City.
Still in Arua, youth have been warned against illegal activities including drug abuse and irresponsible alcohol consumption, as this could keep them in poverty. Vura County Member of Parliament Adriko Yovan lauds women for fully embracing the parish development model, whose results, he says, are visible for all to see. Adriko says for PDM to succeed further, government needs to increase funding, an initiative he pledges to continue supporting.
Some leaders, when they give money, 1 million to the beneficiaries, others turn around to go and remove some percentage, which is not okay.
Fighting poverty remains top on his menu for the people of Vura constituency in Arua district. This is where the initiative of the parish development model remains important. For Yovan Adriko, PDM is a success so far in his constituency, with women taking the lead.
Everybody must benefit in this money. For example, if you receive this money, then you put in a good place, either in agriculture, or you can buy pigs, you can buy goats, you can buy chicken, you can do other development.
This is the same direction that he wants youth in Vura constituency and beyond to take.
I like the women. Women do very well. This little money here, they know how to manage. But youths, when you give this money, they just appear. Money will disappear. Others go and drink. They just shouting. This is the money for PDMOE. PDMOE drinking, dancing, which is not okay.
When this is done, poverty will be a thing of the past, and service delivery will be more effective. His focus is on education, health, as well as development of more social and economic infrastructures.
We're not doing well because our children are not passing well in Vura constituency. So I'm not happy. Then this issue affects both parents, then teachers, and also the government. So few of us, we the stakeholders, we need to work a lot.
To succeed in all this, corruption has to be dealt with in quick and real time. This is the task Adrico is putting to government.
If you misuse the money, this means we have already caused the damage to the citizens of Uganda. So at least I have done my level. I'm always on the ground and checking the government programs, so which is going well. Although we have some challenges which is there, like the issue of corruption, it's there. Corruption started from central government up to local government. And then it's our mandate to make sure to fight the corruption. Everybody must fight the corruption.
Adrico became Vura constituency member of parliament in 2021, defeating Gabriel Ajedra, the then Minister of State for Finance. Indications show that he may seek re-election in 2026, a decision voters will have to make. Henry Okrut, UBC.
Doctors are concerned over surging cases of non-communicable diseases among communities in Kabale district. This was during the 4th day of the David Bahati Community Health Camp organized in Rachi Rimira sub-county in Dorwa West, Kabale district.
So far, we've seen a number of patients, and we are in 1,555 patients so far in the 3 sub-counties that we've moved in, and we are still seeing many more.
The 4th day of David Bahati Health Camp has been held in the Karimira sub-county in Kabale district.
Ndasimu bubuhereza bwo Honorable David Bahati yatwoherereze hakwa na nyine rino nyomwazo na ari habari hamu.
Everything has been sponsored by Honorable David Bahati because he needed good health for his people. And he always tells us that prevention is better than cure.
Dr. Liana Humza has been part of this camp ever since its inception.
Actually, camps are very important in the community because they help in health promotion, they help in screening different kinds of diseases, and we are able to identify them early, diagnose them early, and they treat them early. As we know, all prevention is better than cure in this. So camps are very important. Also, it complements on the health services that are being given within the district.
Ahumza is a gynecologist working from Kabale districts and Malian communities.
We have identified so many people with hypertension, and they are not aware that they had it. So we diagnosed them, we gave them treatment. Because Honorable Bat bought the drugs, and we were able to give them the treatment, and we have referred them also to continue treatment in the nearby health centers.
The worrying part of it is that children are equally being caught up in the midst of the health awareness in the communities.
We have also treated childhood diseases, where we found so many children with diarrhea in the place, and we've treated them. We have given them health education.
Although community members of Yakaramira are filled with smiles and praises to the sponsor David Bahati, the rate of infections and health constraints among communities calls for more efforts.
I surely appreciate Honorable David Bahati, and we just thanking him to just turn back in Yakaramira Town Council.
Besides this camp, Minister David Bahati is spearheading different communal health initiatives in Kabale district.
Some years back, he bought land to Kahunja sub-county where they have put Bulamba Center 3. He bought an ambulance himself. Then he donated it to Butanda Center 3. He gave Arua Center 4 a water tank of 10,000 liters.
The camp will be on the following day in another sub-county of Ndora West.
In areas that you have visited or in areas where this camp is taking place, the people are appreciating.
Robert Nyungu, UBC News.
Kama nemo pocket, tambula body street, issues are my target. We are what? Unstoppable. We are what? Unstoppable. I'm in a plantation, but on a global mission. Internet ambition, full condition. We are what? Unstoppable. We are what? Unstoppable. Oro cash is gone, netaga yo karoni, nigga mukafoni, money in the zone. We are what? Unstoppable. We are what? Unstoppable.
With you and MTN together, our ambition is unstoppable.
We are what? Unstoppable!
Mera ngenze mboni pa Sam nazanya ruto ganyiga star 278 then hash kujja kuba ngo yingide mukazanyo nga sente zino zimula wano zina wangu lazino wano milioni 10 ebindi wanasoka bila ku TV nange sasoka kikiriza ninga mulaye kino kinzo kubanga kituufu oba yaddala tibya bufere sente zona zifunye zona zikoze ki naziwangudde amasanyu ina mangi ebyoto byange byembadde njagala genda bitukiriza.
Ugandan National Lottery. Dream, play, win.
Participants must be 18 years or older. Play responsibly. The Uganda National Lottery is operated by Ituba Uganda and regulated by the National Lotteries and Gaming Regulators.
Welcome back. You're still watching the UBC News Tonight. Equity Bank Uganda has implored women to adopt modern business strategies to make their enterprises investor-ready to attract more funding. This was during a special exhibition the bank organized in the commemoration of International Women's Day, and it intended to empower women in business. Let's take a look.
Equity Bank Uganda has organized a special training and exhibition targeting women in the business sector. This is the second edition of the Equity Bank's Women Kontiko, which provides women with skills of financial literacy, value addition, market linkages, among others.
So how do we drive, how do we accelerate action and push the lady entrepreneurs to the top? How do they scale up? How do they move forward? How do they connect? The event has been so much of networking, socializing, but also gaining skills to bring their businesses to another step.
Women are urged to focus on modern market dynamics by leveraging on quality produce and incorporation of technology in their enterprises.
Women of Uganda are quite resilient in business, especially in entrepreneurial businesses that are starting up in Uganda. So as a bank, we have to come in and support these women, to support that entrepreneurial spirit, which improves the welfare of the communities.
The bank has designed personalized products targeting women in business with incentives to attract women access financial assistance.
So we partner with them to support that resilience and give them the financial support. Not only the financial support, but the financial literacy for them to be able to understand the financing of their business, the cash flows that are coming from their businesses. We provide that.
So we're demystifying. In the basket that we have both secured and unsecured facilities. So we wanted them to know how, if you want an unsecured facility, how do you get it? How do you use it? When do you get it?
Participants have shared experiences to inspire women appreciate opportunities at their disposal for wealth enhancement.
But also through their trainings, village trainings of financial literacy. That's why we came to believe in Equity Bank, Because for us, we didn't know how to keep records, how to do customer care to our customers, but all that skills we picked it from Equity Bank.
Kati nalinga nga sesobola nga nsobola kitono so bwenegata ku Equity Bank nayambiwa kati neneyongera nnyo amaanyi nsobola okusupplyinga ebintu ebiwerera ddala nali nsupplyinga company emu kati nsobola okusupplyinga company eziwera 3.
The second edition of our Chala Kuntiko conference by Equity Bank ran under the theme Accelerating Action for Prosperity in Business, with over 1,000 women in attendance. Komagum Rogers and Abdul Nasir Lubama for UBC.
Limited bed capacity and inadequate housing at the Uganda Cancer Institute Mulago are crippling efforts to fight childhood cancer. The rigorous treatment regimen demands frequent hospital visits, yet many children and their caretakers struggle to find accommodation near the facility. In response, Uganda Cancer Institute is organizing the 3rd edition of the Children Cancer Run on May 18th, 2025 to raise funds for a dedicated hostel, and the facility aims to provide a safe haven for young cancer patients and their caregivers during treatment.
In the quiet corridors of pediatric wards, where laughter should echo, families are left in despair as children battle life-threatening conditions with little hope of survival. Yet amidst the struggle, their courage shines, a testament to the unbreakable spirit of a child determined to live. Globally, at least 400,000 adolescents are diagnosed with cancer annually, with 80% living in low and middle-income countries. Africa bears 40% of this burden, yet survival rates remain dismal at just 20%.
We chose to do the run because we want to complement on the efforts of the Uganda Cancer Institute. The Uganda Cancer Institute is very focused on very technical things. How can we make sure that the medicine that we have, using is able to treat children? Can we have more oncologists? Can we have more nurses? Can we have better buildings?
That's going to be the 3rd run. The first and the second were pretty good, and I've seen improvements every year.
In Uganda, an estimated 3,278 children develop cancer each year, with over 80% seeking treatment at Mulago Cancer Institute. Alarmingly, 2/3 of affected adolescents die without ever reaching medical care. Despite the establishment of a pediatric cancer unit in 2012, inadequate resources continue to hinder effective treatment.
More than 80% of this burden is actually seen here at Uganda Cancer Institute. And so that means that 2/3 of our children and adolescents that develop cancer in Uganda are dying somewhere. We don't really know where they are. And so we also have a job to see that more and more children will come into care and have a chance at cure.
The high indirect costs force many patients to abandon treatment. Blood shortages and severe malnutrition, which force medics to adjust doses, further complicate chemotherapy survival, with over 50% of patients failing to complete their treatment, often leading to fatal outcomes.
Comorbidities. A lot of our children are severely malnourished. And because they are malnourished, they cannot tolerate the high doses that are required for cure. And so many times we end up adjusting downwards the dose that they should be receiving. So if you have malaria and you're supposed to take 3 tablets, but we give you 2, you actually won't get cured. But some of our children, if you gave them the 3, then the medicine will kill them. So sometimes we have to adjust the dose downwards because of comorbidities, and also those affect cure.
Proceeds from this Childhood Cancer Color Run 2025 will go towards building a hostel to ease the burden on affected families, ensuring more children receive the care they desperately need.
So the hostel in this regard is going to help in housing such patients. Remember, this patient has been receiving medicine, for example, from Bara, and medicine which is chemotherapy. And now, if the time or schedule for radiotherapy comes, radiotherapy is only here at the Uganda Cancer Institute, Kampala. So you find that they have no relatives around, and yet we cannot keep them in the ward. The ward also has a capacity of about 45 patients, and so sometimes we are full, and even we go beyond that.
Some of the partners in this Childhood Cancer Color Run 2025 include SMS Construction, Eunuch, Crane Cargo, Rock Telecom, among others.
But one of the things that gives us strength and renews our strength is seeing that, one, there are survivors out there. Two, seeing that we are able to make a difference by actually taking an active step towards making sure that some of the children are cared for.
Crispus Arinitwe, UBC News.
It is still a joyous and happy mood across the country as teachers, parents, and their students continue to celebrate the success in the recently released UACE examinations. We have details of what transpired across the country in this report.
It was joy and happiness as the St. Mary's High School Gayaza Maule celebrated the excellent performance as all the 2024 candidates got principal passes and applauded the school's director Nixon Kutesa for providing them with the necessary requirements.
I'm very happy the fruits of my labor came out very well, and I got 20 points in it. The journey wasn't simple. Have managed to pass and excel highly and are able to join universities and other tertiary institutions. They have been able to get all the principal passes, and we believe they're going to do their dream courses as the curriculum dictates.
It was exulting at Elite High School in Entebbe, where over 200 candidates sat for the examinations, with 10 out of these scoring 20 points.
20 points, biology, chemistry, math. My parents who have been facilitating me for school fees. I'm so happy for my performance. I've performed the best. I thank Elite, I thank the Elite staff, my fellow students, for the environment they have given to us.
The school's management, led by the head teacher Lawrence Onyango, asserted that all the candidates will make it to the next levels of education.
As a school, we did a lot of career guidance to our students, and being that we are a school that believes in science and technology as our core mission, we encourage the students to go out and do courses of their choice.
Energy wasn't wasted. Remember, one of our values is passion for excellence. Yes, we put God first, but we feel happy when we are seeing students are excelling in life.
Teachers at Brixton Senior Secondary School, Watuba in Wakiso District, also celebrated the academic excellence.
19 points, okay? And the worst 10 what? 10 points.
So we are so grateful because at least all the learners got the 3 principal passes, and they all got the 2 subsidiaries.
It was a jubilant mood at Standard High School, Zana. The school's spokesperson, Apollo Sabiti, thanked God for the excellent performance in last year's examinations. The best student who offered the PEM combination attained 20 points, as 7 students with 19 points offering BCM, as other 8 students scored 18 points.
Our first student, Khalid, has 20 points in PEM. We have other 7 with 19 offering BCM. We have other 8 with 18 with different combinations. So we have performed very well, like we have always done in this 2024 UACE examinations.
Silva Kamugabo, a former student who garnered 19 points in BCM, implored God, teachers and his parents, and wishes to become a doctor.
I'm so grateful at the moment for having hit the horizon, did BCM, and I was able to score 19 points with an A in chemistry and an A in math and a B in biology. All this has been done through God, our Almighty, and hard work.
St. Lawrence schools, including St. Lawrence, Crown City, London College, Academy and Horizon College campuses triumphed, registering 98% performance.
And they can qualify for any university course at the university. We are so grateful to the Lord. We are so grateful to the parents that have trusted us with their children, and they have paid all the school dues and supported us in all ways.
At London College campus, the best student got 20 points offering BCM as the first scored 19. Crown College head teacher Tamulina Mastula and Crown City campus head Patricia Passy commended the learners for their performance.
Performance was marvelous. I love how the students performed. We got very many principal passes, those who got A's and B's.
What enabled them to perform very well was that they really cooperated with us as the staff, and we also thank so much our dear parents for their cooperation.
In Mityana district, school proprietors lauded the government for introducing the new curriculum. The headmaster Mityana Modern SS Joseph Sekanabi revealed that 3 of the 150 registered candidates scored 20 points as the rest attained 19, 17 and 16.
What we did, we looked at the syllabus, we got a facilitator who came and took us through what the new curriculum means in Senior 5, looking at what has been left out.
Mityana Standard Senior Secondary School, Kagavu and Single Secondary School were all joyous as the administrations and managements attributed the success to various factors.
Yesterday was very excellent. We had 2 students maximizing points at 20 points. We had a lot of students getting 19, and it was through hard work that we achieved these results.
With the new curriculum, as this is the very last year for the old curriculum, we are so prepared that we have all it takes. As a school, we have managed to set up different projects in school.
Schools in Mokono also celebrated the victory. At Jinja Progressive Academy, they celebrated the victory attained with 7 students scoring 10 points.
We are having 7 students. I want to begin by thanking, or conclude by thanking the Almighty God, the most gracious and most merciful, who has been there for this school.
Meanwhile, at Lakeside Secondary School, it was all jubilations as the best candidate got 20 points.
This year, I have got 18 points. I thank God for having enabled me to get this.
We had 245 candidates and we managed to get a 20 in BCM. We thank the parents. Thank you for entrusting us.
It was not different at Cross Secondary School, Wanyange.
Our best students, there are 2 and they all scored 19 points. Due to this excellency to many factors, and one of it is teamwork among the teachers.
Teso College Aloweti in Soroti City celebrated after emerging victorious in the 2024 UACE examinations.
Around with the administration, the parents, the staff at large. It was a trying moment, trailing through the long journey throughout the A-level, which is a heavy class, but God has given me the ability and grace that He brought me in a conducive environment.
He's an orphan, and we want to thank God for him because God was able to help him to do this far. In primary 7, he got 9 aggregates. In senior 4, he got 12 aggregates, and now in senior 6, he has got 18 points.
5 of our best students got 18 points. Then the second best, 5 of them again got 17 points. And then more 5 got 16 points. So this is a relatively good performance compared to last year.
Kamuli schools also celebrated the great academic excellence.
Ebibuuzo bya senior 6 bize aye tibize bwire bize nga nifo tusize okukola obulungi.
Era 289 baabise. Ababiri bonka n'abalemererwa okubita.
But I believe it's God's grace that enabled me to get those points.
Bana bakoze bulungi natyamye abaana 6 na 5 ku 6 na 5 6 na 3 babise bulungi.
Senior secondary schools, both in urban and rural areas, have continued to post good performances in their examinations. 99% of the senior 6 candidates who sat for the Uganda Advanced Certificate of Education examinations passed and qualified for the award of certificate with 65.5%, qualifying for admission in university and 86.2% for tertiary institutions.
It was a moment of celebration at Uganda Matters High School, Rubaga, where students achieved outstanding results in the UACE examinations.
What I experienced today has never been experienced.
The school's Director of Studies, Brother Orikiriza Marikario, confirmed that all 125 candidates who sat for UACE qualified for university and tertiary education.
Matters High School Rubaga has written history. The history I'm talking about has been made by the candidates who sat last year for UACE examinations. Ever since I stepped in this school, I think it has been the very first time that we see 20 in 20. We scored 20 in 20 from our candidates.
A sizable number that got 3 principal passes, then another group got 2 principal passes, and we had only 2 who managed to get 1 principal passes. In fact, the majority of our students qualify for university studies.
Students expressed their gratitude to teachers for their guidance and support, which they credited for their excellent performance.
So happy and excited that I've reached this day, and I'm so grateful to the Lord that He has kept me alive, plus my colleagues, plus everyone who played a good role to meriting this.
In 2022, I did my senior 4 here. I got 8 aggregates in senior 4. Then I decided to come back in 2023, and I finished my A-level education here. I did physics, chemistry and math at A-level, and at the end I got AAA. I got 20 points, and it's all thanks to the teachers, because honestly.
Then I scored 20 points. I got an A in history, I got an A in economics and an A in geography. I thank the teachers, the staff, and everyone who...
At Luwero Secondary School, Headmaster Ronald Kato Sesanga praised the school's performance, noting that all students qualified for higher education. He emphasized that the school attributes its success to a strong focus on spirituality and discipline.
Our best students scored 19 points, and we are very proud that many of them got the 2 principal passes that are a requirement for them to join higher institutions of learning.
Nyondo Secondary School in Bale District also emerged among the top performing schools, with teachers attributing their success to a learner-centered approach.
Last year, we produced the best student in the region who got 20 points and was doing PCM/ICT. This year again, we have Kimwera Jackson, who has scored 19 points, and he was doing biology, chemistry, and mathematics. He scored an A in biology, a B in chemistry, and an A in mathematics, and he got 19 points.
One of the approaches that we have been using is learner-centeredness. We have been engaging our learners in the discussion groups, and they have been championing all that. We have been helping them to especially go to the laboratories, conduct practicals.
At Mbale Secondary School, all students qualified for tertiary and university, with some achieving the maximum 20 points.
Our best student scored 20 points. That is a student in the names of Waliera Colin. Waliera Colin sat PCM, physics, chemistry, mathematics, and computer studies, and he got 20 points. We always ensure that our students have the highest standard of discipline. They have to be very smart.
Jubilations also continue at Bethany High School, Nalia, where all candidates secured at least 2 or more principal passes.
Martha Spencer is here. She's our best student, followed by so many others, and her score is 18 points out of 20.
The school's Director of Studies, John Bosco Byaruhanga, attributed this success to thorough preparation and strategic academic support.
We have both O and A level, and today we are celebrating the release of our A level results. We are indeed very happy and want to appreciate God that our results are back, and they are very good results. So as Bethany High School, we appreciate God. Because everything we do, we put God first. Our teachers have been so focused. The teachers are self-motivated. They teach the learners from morning up to evening, but most especially we put focus on practical sessions. Because if these learners learn practically, then the theory becomes a bit easy.
Story by Philip Aguta for UBC.
The Uganda National Examinations Board released the 2024 Senior 6 results with a call for stronger emphasis on science, technology, engineering and mathematics, commonly known as STEM subjects. UNEB Chairperson Celestine Obua urged the government to invest more resources in these fields to enhance national development. More details in this report.
Uganda National Examination Board has called for stronger emphasis on science, technology, engineering and mathematics, commonly known as STEM subjects. One institution that has embraced this call is Crested Secondary School in Machindye, which recorded a 100% pass rate in science subjects. Canon Lydia Ibinjira, the school's principal, attributed this success to a strong culture of academic excellence and continuous investment in science education.
I think it becomes like a tradition. Crested has been known for passing sciences so well, and I attribute it to the director, who is a scientist. He emphasizes on making sure that sciences are very well done. We got the first one has 20 points. He got all the points in the combination of biology, chemistry and math. And then even the second one is a scientist with 19 and many others with 18 points, both arts and sciences. So we thank God, the performance was very good. And as if that is not enough, 80% of our students have 3 principal passes, meaning they all qualify very well to go to the universities.
Students at the school also expressed their excitement, attributing their performance to a conducive learning environment, dedicated teachers, and access to modern learning resources.
I'm so delighted because I'm very happy. The reason as to why I've passed very well, for sure that is that we have read very hard. We read very hard and we thank God because the things were somehow tough, but we managed to score with my friends. We all passed, the school passed very well. We are delighted as a school. We want to thank our parents and our teachers.
We are here so happy as you see our friends. We have all excelled well in our exams. I managed to score 16 points. Yeah. First and foremost, I want to thank Allah. I want to thank Allah that has enabled us to pass our exams. Then next, our teachers, our parents for paying school fees and praying for us always.
I'm so happy with my friends that we've performed. I've got 17 points, and the reason why we managed to pass was our teachers. They tried to push us hard. We finished the syllabuses early and we managed to read, even get time to read. I want to thank our teachers, and most of all, I want to thank God for enabling us pass.
With the emphasis on STEM education growing, education stakeholders continue to urge both the government and schools to adopt innovative teaching methods and provide students with the necessary tools to excel in science-related fields. As the country moves towards a more technology-driven economy, the focus on STEM education remains a top priority for both educators and policymakers.
The insurance sector players' innovations geared at growing penetration and protecting clients have been recognized at the 2024 Insurance Gala Awards. While representing the Vice President at the event, Francis Mwebesa, the Trade and Industry Minister, underscored the importance of insurance in Uganda's social and economic transformation journey. We have a detailed report.
Uganda Limited.
Innovation in the insurance sector is critical in enhancing penetration and improving policy uptake. This was stressed at the Insurance Innovation Awards 2024, organized by the Insurance Regulatory Authority. According to Matia Kasaija, the Finance Minister, Uganda's insurance sector has grown tenfold in the last 10 years.
The insurance sector in Uganda has grown almost tenfold in a span of a decade, from about shillings 200 billion to an estimated Uganda shillings 1.8 trillion by end of 2024. Owing to a very strong regulatory regime overseen by the Insurance Regulatory Authority of Uganda, claims paid have also risen from less than 20% to now to 52% of the gross premiums underwritten.
The matrix by Finance Minister points to the sector that promises a bright future once the economic fundamentals remain positive.
Okay.
However, concerns were raised on the low coverage of insurance among adults in Uganda. It's estimated that only about 5% of Ugandan adults have insurance coverage, and furthermore, the sector's penetration levels have been stuck below 1% for over a decade.
To innovate to other areas such as medical and workman's compensation insurance, owing to their centrally in the social well-being of Ugandans. We recognize that innovation in insurance must go hand in hand with efforts to increase insurance literacy and awareness.
The insurance sector players were recognized by the regulator for their tireless efforts for shaping the future of insurance in Uganda through innovation. Trade and Industry Minister Francis Mwebesa emphasized the need for Ugandans to embrace insurance for social and economic transformation.
As we continue to build a robust financial ecosystem, we must focus on creating a sector that is accessible, affordable, and adaptive to the changing needs of the population. This is where innovation comes into play.
The notable winners of the night include Liberty, Jubilee, Prudential, and Britam insurance companies. Abdunasin Luwama and Dennis Goa for UBC.
And furthermore, members of the Heavenly Culture World Peace Restoration of Light have celebrated the 9th anniversary of their organization with a cleanup exercise at Kalere Market. The event centered around community service and environmental consciousness, and it saw members engage in a large-scale cleanup exercise of the market surroundings. More details in the story.
The cleanup initiative was not only a demonstration of Heavenly Culture World Peace Restoration of Light ongoing commitment to peace, but also a reflection of their dedication to social responsibility and sustainable development.
As Buganda Kingdom and the Ministry of Bulungi and Environment, to commemorate the 9 years of HWPL, the years of peace and harmony, people working together as one person to carry out so many activities which affect the community, especially the cleanup exercises. We are here at Kalere Market because it is a community place. So many people are here. There is a lot of waste, garbage, buvera, and plastic bottles.
By focusing on one of the busiest markets in the region, the organization aimed to raise awareness about the importance of maintaining cleanliness and fostering a sense of unity among community members.
And this is in commemoration of the 9 years that HWPL signed with other global players an agreement of a declaration of peace and cessation of war. This is celebrated globally. It is not only in Uganda, it is being celebrated around the world, and we are really very excited that we have been able to make impact as HWPL globally. This initiative is a global initiative.
The anniversary celebration highlighted the values of upholding peace, unity, and service to humanity. It also provided an opportunity for the community to come together, not just in celebration, but in the shared goal of making their environment a better place for everyone.
So to commemorate this day, we decided to do a volunteer activity here in Kalere Market. We saw that it is be better so that we can be able to do this activity with the people and also with our community, so that we can be able to develop both physically and health-wise.
As the clean-up efforts continued, members of HWPL were seen interacting with local market vendors and residents, encouraging them to maintain cleanliness in their surroundings and to embrace environmentally conscious practices in their daily lives. Sudat Kaye, UBC News. UBC News.
Well, thank you very much, Sudat Kaye, and for bringing us to a rainy close of the 10 o'clock bulletin. My name is Wadulo Arnold Mark. Dorothy Namuyomba on sign language. From the team behind the scenes, allow us wish you a lovely night.
UBC